here we have YouTube deciding to throw the Biden administration under the bus 4 years after it stopped becoming culturally relevant and is not in power. All applause, YouTube. What a great job. What a great job, ladies and gentlemen. Stunning and brave. I like to see American companies stepping up against authoritarianism and doing the right thing. That means we can now trust them even more with our data. Yeah, so, I think like YouTube is the third company that does this. Like first you had Elon Musk, which had to buy Twitter in order to be able to do it, and is basically coming out and is saying, look, the Biden administration is kind of laundering censorship through private companies. Like Jack Dorsey was using the ban hammer on behalf of the Democrats. People want to gasp, right? Oh no, not my Democrat. They would never. Oh, something like this has happened. Shame. And then years later, Zuckerberg comes out and he's like, oh, I did such a huge mistake. You see, I bended the knee in front of the Democrats. Oh, horrible. What was going on in my head? I don't know. You know what? I regret it. I'm the free speech guy now. I'm the free speech extraordinaire. And now YouTube, well, Google actually is the third company that comes up and says, yes, like what happened is so wrong. Oh, they forced us. You don't understand. They forced us to ban the sanctity of the holy election, the fairest election in the United States of America, an election that was so fair and transparent that required the Biden administration to pressure social media companies to ban any type of skepticism around it. In fact, the word skeptic has turned into the word conspiracy theorist. And COVID, oh my goodness, yes, like when the government was cracking down and requiring people to show QR codes to go to a McDonald's, yeah, that was wrong. I mean, we shouldn't have bought discussions about that event, you know, when people were forced to be in their homes and they couldn't go to their businesses while rioters were on the streets. Yeah. And the only way for people to communicate was social media. Oh, it was actually wrong of social media to ban people back then. Oh, and the vaccine misinformation. Oh, horrible. Horrible, you know, we actually banned licensed doctors and people that came on to speak. Yeah, we were wrong. We're sorry. Well, at least they're making it up, right? Like, they're going to unban everyone, right? Like, they're going to unban people. So like, we're going to see, like, the great returning, like, when Elon Musk took over and he opened the dungeons and all of a sudden every single person flooded back on Twitter, right? Except for Gavin McInnes, like he actually needed Sargon of Akkad to contact Elon Musk last week. No, seriously, I'm not kidding. Like Gavin McInnes is on Twitter. Sargon of Akkad made it happen. But anyway, regarding this, yes. So now we're going to see channels that were backed. Like who are we expecting to see? Are we going to see the Kino Casino? Is the Kino Casino going to come back on YouTube? Going to get the Kino Casino? Are they going to have to self-censor now? If you come back on YouTube, you gotta self-censor. Who else? But Ether Ralph, who else got banned, right? Like which one of the banned channels? Ah, my man, third flinging monkey. Ah. In reality, no. Like they're not going to unban everybody. No. Only people that were banned for medical misinformation, right? And election interference. So if your channel was banned for election shit, then you can come back. If it was banned for medical misinformation, then you can come back. And I tried to think, like, who the fuck was that? Computing Forever, right? Like, we may see Computing Forever return on YouTube. But it's such a slap in the face, isn't it? Like, it's such like a spit on the person. So, most people that got banned for medical misinformation, from what I know, were mostly doctors, right? Like, doctors that had a different take. And it didn't matter if they had evidence, if they, like, as long as they went against the science, you know, as long as they went against the government policy, pretty much, which apparently during COVID, the government became one with the science. They had like a fusion. And if you went against them, you didn't agree that people should show a QR code when going to McDonald's, that was scientific misinformation. And that's when you'd get banned, right? And most people that did that were licensed doctors, from what I remember, or people parroting licensed doctors, but mostly medical professionals. And so, like, these are the YouTubers, right? Like, these were the people that were doing this as a profession. These were individuals that were generally concerned about what they're seeing in their hospitals, generally concerned about the nature of the disease and how it's being handled. And so they made a video. And some of them went viral, right? And that's the ones that got banned. Do they want to come back on YouTube? Like, I don't think so, but most of their jobs, it wasn't like being a YouTuber, it was being a doctor. The ones regarding election misinformation, I don't remember like many people violating that, because like once it was known that if you talk about it, you get banned, most people just went to other platforms. So they continued their activities elsewhere. And so this is why I'm saying it's a spit in the face. Like, the harm was already done. You know, I mean, it's nice if someone had their channel banned and now they're able to come back. Sure, giggity giggity. But let's be honest, you know, like, there's no guarantee that they won't do this again in the future. I mean, they showed the power that they can do it. There's no guarantee to believe that they're a trustworthy company. And there's also no guarantee that you should trust the American government after showing that it is able to do this. And after showing that more than half of the population in the United States were saying my private company can do whatever it wants. Okay? Like, do you guys remember that? Do you remember all the leftists that when this was happening, and like everyone knew it's fucked up, everyone knew that it's wrong, and we would see people banned, and it was so painfully obvious that it's at the behest of governments, and people would pretend, no, it's just social media companies getting to do whatever they want. Even when, like, the evidence was there, because, like, all the social media companies, all of them, had the exact same terms of service, and they would ban people for the exact same shit. And you would notice that once you got banned on one platform, everyone would get banned from all the other platforms. But, like, no, if you believe that, you are a conspiracy theorist. It's just like one day, you know, like, Zuckerberg woke up and he was, you know what I want to do? I want to ban people who disagree with the COVID policy. Like, why not? I should ban them. Why shouldn't I? I'm a private company. I can do whatever I want. I want to ban people, right? Like that's in the mind of the insane individuals that lack critical thinking. At least we got validated. Hey, Devo, are you watching this video? I know he watches my videos. I remember like when it was shown, like he said the government can just ask, right? The government can just ask. I don't think the government should ask. I definitely don't. Because look at the consequences. Nah, seriously, like, is it really that ridiculous to imagine that you're a merchant in a medieval city and the king comes up and asks you for a favor? Like, can you say no? Really? Can you? I mean, sure, you can, but, like, isn't there some implied consequences behind it? Whatever, you know, still, I was right. Everyone else was wrong that disagreed with me, at least. You guys were right, too, because you agreed with me. That's why you're on my channel. So, nothing much changes. Everything that happens here is something that we do. The Biden administration actually announced that they have a team that is working with social media to censor things. So, I don't know, like, what is the shock? What is the surprise? Like I remember making videos when the White House spokesperson went on and she actually was proud of the social media censorship. And we know that Britain was doing it, and we know that other countries were doing it. And I guess like years later, they're coming in and they're admitting, yeah, we were pressured by the guy. You loved working with them, okay? Like, you worked hand in glove with them. Don't give me this. Don't give me this. Oh, yes, it was so bad that we did it. Nah, come on. You know, if back then you'd have backbone, that would have been interesting. But like right now, after no one cares about COVID, you're coming up and you're saying, oh, yes, we're so sorry. Okay, well, what's the guarantee that you won't do it again? There is no guarantee. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you on my live stream. Take care.